Most people believe that as the years pass, it is our destiny to become frail. We've been conditioned to accept that weak legs, a slower gait, and the loss of physical independence are simply the taxes we pay for living a long life. But what if I told you that the muscle loss we call sarcopenia isn't just an inevitable part of the clock ticking? Science now confirms that sarcopenia is a treatable and, in many cases, reversible process. But even science only scratches the surface. To truly reclaim the strength of the human frame, we have to look beyond the microscope. We have to look at the vital force in the quantum field. Sarcopenia is often called the silent thief. It begins subtly, perhaps around age 35, and accelerates after 50. You notice it when the jars are harder to open, or when you feel a bit winded climbing a flight of stairs. On a deeper level, sarcopenia is a loss of vitality, a breakdown in nerve-muscle coordination, and a fading of cellular intelligence. Today, we aren't just talking about protein shakes and lifting weights. We are exploring how homeopathy and quantumpathy can reprogram your body to remember its original blueprint of strength. Before we dive into the energetic work, let's understand what the body is physically going through. Sarcopenia is defined as the gradual loss of skeletal muscle mass, strength, and function. It's a complex interplay of a reduction in nerve cells, where the signals from your brain to your muscles become muffled, and hormonal shifts like the decrease in growth hormones and testosterone. There is also the presence of low-grade inflammation, often called inflammaging, which eats away at healthy tissue. The conventional world tells you to eat more protein and do resistance training. While that is vital, we must move the body to keep the body. It often fails because it treats the body like a machine. If the software is glitched, it doesn't matter how much fuel you put in the tank. This is where we bridge the gap between the physical and the metaphysical. In homeopathy, we don't see a muscle as just a bundle of fibers. We see it as an expression of the vital force. When this internal energy is strong, the body regenerates effortlessly. When the vital force is suppressed or weakened, the muscles begin to wither. But why does it weaken? Homeopathy looks at miasms, the deep-seated hereditary and energetic predispositions that dictate how we age. The tubercular miasm is the state of wasting. If you find yourself losing weight and muscle rapidly despite eating well, or if you feel a constant sense of exhaustion, this influence is likely active. Then there is the syphilitic miasm, which governs degeneration and tissue breakdown. This is where we see the actual structural decay of the muscle and the loss of the will of the tissue to hold itself together. Finally, the cancerous miasm represents a loss of adaptive power, where the body has forgotten how to respond to the stress of exercise and can no longer repair itself. We don't prescribe for a disease label. We prescribe for the person. However, several remedies have a profound affinity for muscle-nerve communication. Sarcocollin is a remarkable remedy specifically for muscle wasting and the loss of muscle tone. It helps the body hold its form. Calcarea Phos is essential for the bone-muscle connection, aiding in the assimilation of nutrients to ensure the protein you eat actually reaches the cells. Phosphorus is used when the nerves are exhausted, addressing the breakdown at a neurological level. Arnica helps with the bruised feeling in the muscles after even minor movement, allowing for faster recovery, while conium is the premier remedy for age-related weakness and the rigidity that makes walking difficult. Now, let's go even deeper into the information age of healing, quantumpathy. In the quantum view, sarcopenia is not a muscle problem. It is a frequency problem. Every organ, every tissue, and every cell in your body has a resonant frequency. Healthy, strong muscle vibrates at a frequency of coherence and rhythm. Sarcopenia is essentially dissonance. Think of your DNA as a radio antenna. If the antenna is bent or the signal is jammed by static, the music, your health, comes through distorted. This static is often caused by mental and emotional information. When you repeat the belief that you're getting old, you're sending a literal instruction to your cellular field to downregulate. A fear of falling creates a vibrational contraction where the muscles tighten in fear rather than expanding in strength. There's also the deep subconscious resignation that your useful years are over. Quantumpathy teaches us that disease starts in information. If we change the information, the biology must follow. We use vibrational codes, healing words, and intentional symbols to reinform the body. By introducing the correct frequency of a healthy muscle blueprint into your field, we bypass the digestive system and go straight to the subconscious. When you focus on a specific frequency, you're tuning your cellular radio back to the station of strength. Your muscles begin to remember their original blueprint. They realize they aren't old. They were just misinformed. When we combine these two, homeopathy to stimulate the vital force and quantumpathy to reprogram the informational field, we create a quantum leap in healing. But this isn't a magic pill where you sit on the couch and wait for muscles to grow. This is about conscious participation. It requires movement done with awareness. When you walk or lift a weight, don't do it while distracted. Feel the muscle contracting and send a signal of gratitude to the tissue. This creates a biofeedback loop that strengthens the quantum connection. It requires protein taken with intention. As you eat, bless the substance and set the intention that this material is being converted into vitality. Finally, it requires the power of the word. Your cells are always listening. Say this daily to yourself. My body remembers strength. Every cell supports movement. I am stable, balanced, and strong. Healing sarcopenia is not about fighting aging. You cannot win a fight against time. Instead, it is about remembering wholeness. It's about refusing to let the information of decline dictate your reality. Whether you're 40 and starting to feel the shift, or 80 and looking to regain your balance, know that your body is a dynamic, living field of energy that is constantly listening to your commands. If this message resonates with you, like this video, share it with someone who needs strength, and subscribe for more content on homeopathy, quantumpathy, consciousness-based healing, and true health beyond pills. Your strength is not gone. It's just waiting for the right signal to wake up.